Hello, Joe Brogson here. How are things? Hello, Giovanni. So, let's get started, shall we? We have there's an earthquake in Ireland at the moment, so you'll have to just bear with us. We're like right on fault line. No, we're not. I'm just knocking things over. Luckily, I don't have any tea here, so just yet. Okay, so these are the maps that we're giving away today. So, best of luck to everyone. And as always, I can talk while I fold. I have Harold for Tank Manager here with me, who are independent picker of names, who was quite generous last week. But you won't see that. He just happened to be in a very generous mood last week, and we gave away two stacks of cards, sent them on. Hopefully, they have found their way to uh, our winners of last week. So, I also, when I finish this, I'm going to just show you what we're going to give away next week. Actually, where did I put them? Huh. You're hiding. Yes, I have them. Okay, so let's make sure I'm showing all the names. So these maps were made on my Patreon. If you aren't aware already, so it's Jog Brogson on Patreon. Most of them are from the worlds of my patrons. Now, I also have a big surprise in store. We're going to, for my next, I'm not going to wait till 4,000. F for the microphone and for my ears. Is it too loud or? Oh, sorry. I'm not sure. Is it probably too loud entirely? Let me just check my settings. I had some complaints before that I was too quiet before. Let's just try and adjust it away. Okay, so it seems to be okay on my mixer. So I'll just quickly fold these. I have to get faster at folding these. Now we have 17 people in the mix this week, so there is a very good phone whisper. Oh yeah, fail for the microphone. Yes, bad microphone. You're going in the freezer for next week. We're going to use a different microphone. Yeah. Sorry, I sometimes have a hard time like understanding people when I don't know, just all the time. It's a major flaw I took at the start of my life. I said, yes, I'll take that flaw. Everyone must have a flaw, and I thought it would work for me, but no. Just like completely oblivious to what people are going on about. So now I'm just going to generate my skills of folding paper, right? By the end of like a few weeks of streaming, you're going to see that I'm going to be doing origami with these. So if I can pick them up off the table quick enough. So all I have to do is fold them 3 times. Okay, so there we go. 17 names in the pot. And we are going to pick those out now. We're going to pick out 3 again. And everything is wonderful. Let's give it a little stir. Okay, a little shake. Whoa, it's like cookery class with paper. Okay, so let me show you what I have. If you haven't seen this already, I've made up these posters of my big naked dungeon guy, the avatar of Tyr, and I have lots of little Easter eggs. You can see this. This is okay. So this has gone out to my patrons this month, and I have had so much fun with it. So I'm currently talking to a few authors to see if I can like come up with some sort of module. So that is our. Now this will be going out in a few weeks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when. I don't think I'm going to wait till the 4,000 mark. I might just give one of those away in a few weeks, depending on how I feel. All right. So this is what's going out next week. We're going back to our dungeon cards. Okay. So this is everything that has gone out on my Patreon. I send out one to all of my patrons every time we hit a multiple of 10 patrons since 50. So we started with this one here, and then we kind of moved along, and we're kind of like exploring this dungeon as we go. So the next big the big benchmark is going to be 100 patrons. I'm going to do something special for that. But the sooner you become a patron, the more of these that you collect. Okay, so that's what I'm giving out next week. Let's do our draw. Harold, if you wouldn't mind, choose 3 of these little origami pieces that I made. Okay, let's put this onto. So take 3 of these and place them next to a number. Whoop. Okay. So which ones? Okay, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Okay, so that's it. They've been chosen. So in the chat, vote for number 1, 2, or 3. Let's make sure my chat doesn't need to be refreshed. Is there anything? Live chat. Okay. So vote for 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. Or I will have to roll a dice. We all know that we don't want a random element in this. So I'm just going to have to check that I'm getting a live stream for my chat, because this has happened before. Sometimes my chat is kind of frozen on me, so let me see. Okay, it all seems to be good. So 1, 2, or 3, who should get it this week? Okay, I'm gonna have to roll a dice because we're not getting any votes in the chat. Okay, so we're gonna roll a d6 and we're gonna divide it by 3. This is how we're going to do it this week. Okay, so this is who is getting the max this week. We've got 6 divided by 3 divided by 2. Okay, 6 divided by 2 is number 3 gets it. So you guys, you're gone. So, congratulations to Chris Bass. You shall be getting these cards sent to you in the post. Congratulations. Okay, I am going to end the stream and I will be jumping over to my mapping stream shortly. I will just post a link to it. So my mapping stream is going to be going live shortly. If you want to join me, and I'm just going to do one of my Patreon maps. So there we go. That's the link to the mapping. That'll be in 15 minutes. I'm going to start that. I do need to make tea beforehand. So thanks again for joining us. From myself and Harold, goodbye.